June retail sales posting a small jump that beat expectations, although it was a sloppy number underneath the headlines. Question: as more Americans are tightening their belts, many are finding ways to recession shop at discount retailers like Syms and Filene's Basement. Joining now in a first on CNBC interview is Marcy Syms, the CEO of Syms Group, Syms Corporation. Ms. Syms, thank you for coming on.
My pleasure, Larry.
All right, you're discounting heavily. How's your traffic flow? Is it working?
Well, we've always been off-price. Now, there's a difference between a discounter and an off-pricer. A discounter pays wholesale and then takes a shorter markup. An off-pricer buys below the manufacturer's wholesale and then takes a shorter markup. Syms has been the off-price apparel retailer for 50 years, and Filene's Basement has been an off-price apparel retailer for 100 years.
How does that affect your profit margins?
Well, because of our business model, we are always lean, never mean, but we've always run a lean shop. Our business model reflects that kind of margin.
Yeah, Marcy, are you getting a better deal from the people that are selling you clothes?
I'm sorry, I just lost you.
Okay, if you can hear me now, are you getting a better deal? Are they more desperate when they're selling you the clothes? I think that's what Larry's asking. We also want to know how things are shaping up for the fall. So tackle the first one first. Are you getting a better deal?
Well, we're getting a better deal because we are now going with double strength into the apparel market to our vendors because we're buying for both Syms and Filene's. We're keeping the companies very separate. They have a very different consumer base, but there's an overlap of the vendors. So we share about 40–50% of the vendors, depending on which apparel it is, whether it's men's, women's, children's, or shoes.
And a lot of people are focused on back to school for the retailer because retail sales obviously have been pretty disappointing, and maybe back to school will be the comeback. How do you see things shaping up right now? Does it seem like it's going to be better or worse than expectations?
I think it'll be soft. I think that there's a lot of accommodation. Consumers, Americans are very resilient. They're very creative. They understand that this is not the right season to have the kids go out and buy $150 jeans. We are doing denim promotions in both Syms and Filene's. And we expect to do very well, but those price points are going to be 50 to 70% below the regular retail.
Marcy, just to circle back to the first part, what kind of traffic are you seeing on your floor, and how is that translating into sales revenue volumes?
Well, there has been a decrease of traffic. I think that there's a decrease in traffic in malls. We are freestanding retail stores, so we are destination stores. And in most cases, we have seen, since actually the rise in the oil prices last year, we've seen people condensing their visits so that instead of just hopping in the car and going to buy one or two things, they are coordinating their trips, so they're making 3 stops on the same day.
Okay.
And that changes traffic.
Marcy Syms, thank you so much.